cannot wait to hear from him, as I'm sure you are excited too. He is currently the president of Horst Schultz Consulting. His vision reshaped the concepts of service and hospitality across multiple platforms and industries. He is a world-renowned expert on helping companies deliver experiences that produce unparalleled customer service, customer satisfaction, and loyalty. The kind that can result in greater profits and can always separate you from your competitors. And that's what it's all about, right? So let's take it up a notch. Help me welcome Horst Schultz to the Truth at Work platform.
Thank you very much. Nice to be with you. Just to get even more credibility for a second here, after Carlton, or after I retired from Carlton, soon after I started another company, which is the Capella Hotel Company. We don't have a, however, I sold the company a year ago. However, a couple of weeks ago, Capella Hotel Company was voted #1 hotel company in the world, and the Capella Hotel in Bali was voted best hotel in the world. So in other words, the system works somehow, and it has been proven with the consulting I do with other companies, totally away from the hospitality industry, who are very successful adopting the same philosophy. So what is it? What did we do with Ritz? What do we do with Capella, or what do we teach? It's very simple. And a great organization has a great vision. You see, excellence never happens by accident. Excellence always is the result of high intent, doing something high, exceptional. And that exceptional intent is expressed in a great company by the vision and the vision statement of the company. For example, I work at a bank. The bank said in 10 years we want to be a leading financial institutions in America. That's high intent. Once I have established that high intent, a great organization, in order to be aligned, there is a buzzword everybody talks about: alignment. And most people don't even know what it is really. Now, if I'm aligned and make sure now that all I have to first make sure that my high intent, my vision, the vision of the company is good for all concerned. I have to question myself, if I establish a vision statement, is this good for everybody? Is this good for the customer, good for the investors, good for the employees, good for society as a whole? If the answer is yes, and I as a believer question myself, would God approve? Once the answer is yes, I know clearly what I have to do. I cannot compromise anymore, because if I would compromise, I would go against all concerned. So excellence is a decision. It's a decision to create something exceptional long term. And now I have to argue in Ritz Carlton. The decision was very simply, we will be the finest hotel company in the world. Now, mind you, we didn't have a hotel at that time. Or when I started with Capella, I said, we are going to create the new dimension of hotel in the ultra luxury, and we will be the finest hotel company in the world. That was a decision. Good for all concerned. But after that is done, I have to say, now, what will it take? Where do I have to be superior to the competition if I want to be the best? Obviously against the competition. So we decided that on 20 points that we knew we had to do superior to the competition, and because that's what the customer wants. So we have to understand our customer, our guests. What do they want? Not what I want, not what my mother-in-law thinks we should do in a hotel. No, truly understand the market. Truly understand your market. What do the customer want? And then create, once we understood that, we developed 20 points that we had to do superior to competition. And then we create behind those points processes so we accomplish those 20 points in every hotel we have around the world. Now in Ritz Carlton, we were in 5 continents. And in every location where we were the absolute leader in the market segment at the time. So with other words, we had to make sure we were transferring the processes from hotel to hotel, and we were scaling what we knew, what we want to accomplish. So what does it look like? It's very simply what it looks like. If you think over here on your left, or wherever you're looking, you see a lot of people. Those are your guests or your potential customers. And then on the right over here, you see a lot of people too. Those are your employees. And if my in which the employees want to do what those customers want. And that is aligning them, showing the employees, and give the employees purpose. We don't hire employees anymore to fulfill a function. That's what we do. We hire people to fulfill a certain function. But the chair in which we're sitting is fulfilling a function. How about hiring employees, selecting employees to participate, become part of you? That means from the beginning, I have to tell them who we are. If I don't have clearly established a vision clearly established, I cannot tell them who we are. So I tell them, here is our vision. Here is our purpose as an organization. And invite them to join your purpose. You see, even Aristotle, 2,000 years, 3,000 years ago, said people need purpose and belonging. Since I know that they need that, why wouldn't I offer them purpose and belonging? And incidentally, there's a lot of talk about the millennials. They even more than we did are looking for purpose because there's so much little left. So you can give them purpose in your organization, aligns to the vision of your organization. Now, but at the same time, you have to show your employees, as you hire them, as you select them, that the motive of your purpose, of your vision, and connect your motives to theirs. For example, in our case, with Capella or Ritz Carlton, we want to be known as the finest in the world. Why? Here's the motive, so we can grow. That means you, employee, have opportunity. So we have the best customer. That means you will have better income. So we have more guests, so you have more income. You have a steady job, etc., etc. Connecting the vision to your motives, connecting your motives to theirs. This way, employees are not working for you anymore. They are part of you. And now, delivering to the customer what the customer wants, making sure your employee clearly understands what the customer wants. And by the way, often it's said, we are business to business. Oh, wait a minute. There's still a human being talking to a human being in the other company, and that human being will establish the opinion about your company and the other company. So it's all about people and relationship. Creating excellence in relationship. Talking about excellence, and I said before, excellence is never an accident. It's always the result of high intent, vision, and hard work. Now, and going on with excellence for a moment, and I'm saying that because dealing with many companies, most companies don't really understand the word excellence. And if I don't understand it, I cannot manage it. Excellence in a human being, and a company is human beings. Excellence human being is if, as a human being, I do my very best in the function that I'm fulfilling. And the thing is, if it does extremely well for what it was created, if there's a car or a house or a computer or a TV or a knife, it doesn't matter. It does the very best. As a human being, I do my very best in what I'm creating. But number two, as a human being, I do my very best in relationship. And I do my very best morally. And to me as a believer, I do my very best spiritually. Even those four things, I do my very best. You do your very best, you're a human being of excellence. You try your very best. You're not perfect. Functional, relationship, moral, spiritual. That is, and all of them consciously decide to do your work, consciously teach yourself to improve conscious and constantly. And if I do that for the organization at the same time, and you pull this together. So, and by the way, the relationship part is of utmost importance because it's the relationship part that creates an opinion about you. So I have to make sure that my employees are properly taught, that I select people that can do their very best relationship-wise, and that is called service. Service, by the way, starts the instant we make contact with the customer. It follows by complying to and helping the customer to do the very best for what they look for. In the moment we make contact, it's not about you anymore. It's about your customer. It's about your guest. It's about your patient, whatever you call it. It's about them. It's not about you. And you have to be very best within the limitation of your organization, what you can do your very best to help them. Do your utmost for them. So welcome, comply, farewell. And do it the way they want it. So what do they want? What do your customers want? I've explained that a million times because we made many surveys. By the way, I give you facts, those are facts. So if you don't agree, you're wrong. The fact is, what does the customer want? You. Every customer wants the same thing, no matter what you purchase. Be it a hotel stay or a legal service or a bottle of water or a TV or a house. Subconsciously, you have the same expectations. You want the product that you buy to be defect-free. You don't want the water to leak, the bottle to leak. You want timeliness. You want it when you want it. Very important, by the way. Timeliness today is very important. Number three, you want the people who give it to you, who sell it to you, to be nice with you. Relationship. And here's the crazy thing. It's that relationship part that drives customer loyalty more than anything else. Oh, loyalty is another word everybody uses. What is loyalty? Why is a person loyal? They're only loyal because they trust you. How is trust created? By product? No, by relationship. So this relationship, this excellence in relationship is of extreme importance. So they want, one more time, they want no defect, they want timeliness, and they want caring. Now they take this to another level. If you deliver that and create processes of timeliness and relationship and so on, and at the same time you teach to individualize and personalize to the customer. Personalize, you call them by name, respect them, calling them by name creates trust, and then individualize. In our case, we know they like chocolate cookies, and they check in the next time they have chocolate cookies. I know, I individualize. I know when their birthday is. I individualize. If you can give the three fundamentals, no defect in the product, timeliness, and caring, at the same time individually and personalized, the customer comes to the point of trusting you. And that means they're loyal. In fact, we know, now this is a fact, and some people not in my business, yes, in your business too. Over 70% studied say they're willing to pay more for the same product if the people who give it to them care for them. Service. So now, And by the way, the millennials, 80% said that. Yeah, so much about the millennials, we always worry about millennials. The millennials, the difference is they say, do it my way. And when they work for you, they say, what's in it for me? I address, here's our vision, here's our models, and here's how your models connect to the vision that we have. If we accomplish the vision, here's what's in it for you. You will have more opportunities and so on. So that is an aligned organization. The employees know. They know where you go. They know what the customer thinks. They know what the company thinks. They know aligned. They are part. And their vision has become their purpose at work. Purpose. That is honoring the employees and at the same time honoring your customer. You know, let me really emphasize something. I want to emphasize that because it's not quite understood. Timeliness. No defect and timeliness. See, timeliness has become very important. I can tell you that in our studies, when we opened the first Ritz Carlton in 1984 in Atlanta, Georgia, we knew that during a heavy check-in between 5:30 and 7, when the business travelers move in, that we would have a waiting line at the front desk. No matter what, we have only so many stations, it will take a while to check in. We knew if it went, the waiting went over 4 minutes. After 4 minutes, the guest was fine. So we went out after 2 minutes and started talking to the guests with a soft drink or whatever, and talking, so they didn't notice they were waiting longer, so they were fine. We know today it is 20 seconds. Timeliness, responding to emails, responding to everything, timeliness is of extreme importance. We knew behavioral analysts, we worked with behavioral analysts who told us the things. We knew that the customer makes up a decision about us the instant they make visual contact. So when you checked in, the first thing you saw in Ritz Carlton at the time was a huge piece of flowers. That's something positive, something warm, something making them feel well. We knew, we had to look at them, at the customer. We taught every employee, when the customer comes within 10 feet, you have to look them in the eye and say, welcome, good morning, with a smile. Because we know the instant somebody makes contact with you, like it or not, they make a decision about you, just subconsciously, just like you do about others. So you have to make sure that the decision is a great one. We knew also, when that decision was made consciously, it was hard. Sure, you could change it, I could change it, but it was very strong, very deep. And so we knew in hundreds of thousands of surveys, whenever the first moment of contact was excellent, never a complaint followed. We knew whenever it was negative, always complaints followed. Slow service, food, cleanness, something. So we know the first contact is very, very important. The first contact also visually and the strongest of it personally. So that's how we build the two companies. And that is, if you will, the success of Ritz Carlton and Capella. Capella, we just studied a little bit more what that ultra luxury customer wants. What's ultra luxury? About 25 years ago, the market changed from luxury into affordable and ultra luxury. 25 years ago, if you would have asked, what's the real luxury car? Mercedes. Today you may say Bentley. So that's ultra luxury. So I started the ultra luxury company, Capella, which is in Asia. The difference is, well, like in Singapore, there is Carlton, which is a few minutes away, great hotel. Ritz Carlton Singapore is a great hotel. They're running about an average rate of $400. But that was last year. I don't know during Corona now. And I know they're on $400, and I know that we in the Capella were on $1,000. What we do different. Everything, as long as it is legal, moral, and ethical, we do it for you. We call you beforehand. No check-in time. We are ready if you come in the morning or in the evening, doesn't matter. No checkout time. as long as you check out before dark. We know we do, it's all about the customer, even a little bit more. And that is of course called service. So, and that we did, we love to do it, and it is undisputable success. Success, what's the success? Selecting the employees, caring for the employees, loving the employees, and truly caring for the customers that you have, and knowing what they want and serving them right. And I was delighted to create those two companies and enjoyed working with fine human beings all over the world. Without it, it doesn't work. Thank you very much for having me.
All right, Horst, thank you.